Ever since I was little, I had always been a dreamer. And whenever I told my parents about my huge aspirations, instead of telling me it was impossible, I'd remember them saying, "Work hard and go to college so that you can make it a reality." Never once telling me I was incapable, but instead nurturing my dreams and not letting others determine what I could and couldn't do. As you can see, the importance of school was implemented early on in my life, being told that college would grant me with the opportunity to establish a better life for myself. Perhaps it was because my parents never attended college, or maybe it was what they truly believed. Either way, it was due to this that I engulfed myself in my studies, making it my duty to try my best in school, because this was my way to a better future. It was my way into college. In middle school, I believed that I would attend UC Santa Barbara and major in marine biology, since the idea of traveling around the world exploring our ocean's ecosystems excited me. Before I knew it, senior year came, a time filled with the stress of college applications and wondering whether I had done enough to be granted admissions. However, upon this transition, the vision of my personal legend was altered. While the ocean still called me, I decided to major in biology, since the job opportunities for a marine biologist were only expected to rise by 4% between 2014 and 2024. But I have not given up on this dream, and I plan on minoring in marine biology. On February 10th, my personal legend became even more twisted around. It was on this day that I was accepted into UC Berkeley with early admission as a candidate for the Regents and Chancellor's Scholarship. I remember opening the email and seeing the confetti, feeling a range of emotions from joy and shock, but mostly confusion. Confusion in having been accepted into a school that I had never even considered going to, but now had a huge reason to attend. As the news started to spread that I had been accepted into UC Berkeley, I felt myself becoming even more confused, feeling that it was expected of me to instantly choose Berkeley, since who wouldn't want to attend Berkeley? Within the joy of getting into Berkeley, the thought of UC Santa Barbara had yet to escape my mind, and a part of me hoped that I would receive the scholarship so that the decision could be made for me. As it turns out, I did not receive the scholarship, and I was left with nothing to aid me in my decision. When individuals would ask me if I had decided on Berkeley, I would respond that the main turnoff was its location. And while it was partially true, I have come to realize that it was just an excuse. Yes, my mind had been set on attending a college right along the beach since the 8th grade, but the location wasn't the only issue keeping me from attending UC Berkeley. Now that I have committed to UC Berkeley, I realize that the main thing holding me back from automatically choosing Berkeley was fear, one of the 4 obstacles Paulo Coelho says individuals face. Fear of not being good enough to attend a college known for its rigorous courses and competitive atmosphere. Eventually, I realized that none of it mattered, and by immersing myself in such an environment, it would push me to limits I had never reached before. Being able to attend college next fall is proof of the many obstacles that I have been able to overcome. But the obstacles are not done yet, especially since I am a first-generation student and Latina woman entering STEM. Unlike many of my peers, my parents did not attend college. Therefore, when it comes to college-related topics, their knowledge is slim. Thankfully, I have had my older sister Jocelyn serve as my mentor since she was the first in her family to attend college. On average, 60% of first-generation college students drop out in their first year, one of the main reasons being they are unaware of the resources available to them, due to not having someone to mentor them along the way. In order to help this transition for first-generation college students, UC Berkeley offers the Educational Opportunity Program, EOP. Upon qualifying for EOP, individuals will have access to individualized academic counseling, which will help provide students with a sense of belonging and ownership of their college experience. Apart from the obstacles faced when being a first-generation college student, being a woman going into STEM provides further obstacles. Overall, women make up 48% of the workforce. However, less than 25% of this workforce population is comprised of women in STEM jobs. Even when the amount of women with a college education increased by 3% between 2000 to 2009, the percentage of women in STEM jobs remained at 24%, illuminating the struggles of women gaining STEM jobs regardless of their education. As much as our nation likes to pride itself on moving forward and decreasing the gender inequality, these statistics prove otherwise, and simply by being a woman, individuals are already at a disadvantage. But if we truly want to move forward, we must find our inner Edna, and have strong wings, just like the bird that is to fly high above the level plane of tradition and prejudice. It is due to this that I have worked so hard in school to prove others wrong, and through my journey, I want to help break the limitations that are established on Hispanics and women. I have learned that we do not have to be the classic hero in order to make a difference. We must simply hold a dream and believe in it all the way, never letting those around us or ourselves stop us. While I may not be at the end of my personal legend, I want to be proof that through hard work and perseverance, anything is possible, and you should never let anyone label you as less than capable due to your gender or ethnicity. Thank you.